last time.
Nobody's comfortable with what happened last time.
Correct. I don't know that anybody's really comfortable with what happened last time. Long story short, we fucked with time, and there are some serious repercussions, and everybody got some feels.
Shit.
Wait, we fucked with time, or
Jakoff fucked with time?
I touched time at all.
I mean, there was some time fuckery that happened.
Yeah, time fuckery is a for real thing that happened.
Yep.
Marty, we gotta go back to the future.
And like that's it. Like time fuckery, lots of repercussions. Marcus got a weapon that he's terrified of. The end.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Eileen seems to be alive. As does Little Flower, Sunshine's sister.
Right.
Although it seemed that her vacation was to the future, so whatever that means. While Duncaster's vacation was to the past. Gale took some sort of flash sideways to a different dimension and experienced a plane of existence being devoured.
He went to Zelda.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not broadcasting live, so I can say Zelda. He went to fucking Zelda.
Yeah.
And here you stand in the Great Chamber of Paylor.
Go ahead and pull up here.
The windows are looking out into darkness. And the staff of Eglain is in Marcus's possession, slowly fading from its intense purple glow back to kind of a static state.
Have I had enough time to attune to it to know what it does?
Yes.
Does everybody else know what it does?
Probably, unless you tell them, no.
I'm going to tell them what it does. Like, I'm fucking terrified, and I'm going to, just explain to them, guys, this is the most powerful thing I've ever seen. This is literally the most powerful object I've ever held.
What like specifics? I'm just curious. What does it do?
It's a +3 to hit and to damage staff. It has 5 charges that lets me cast Fireball. And it gives me +2 to all of my saving throws.
That's amazing.
Like, it's literally the most powerful thing I've ever beheld.
You can also expend a charge to increase the radius of your spells by 10 feet.
Yeah, it's like it's the most powerful shit ever.
Yeah, so Marcus, you do know that it only regains charges at dawn. So it's 1d4 charges are gained back at dawn.
But it's full right now, right?
Like,
you use 2 charges.
Okay. So it's got 3 left.
So, well,
okay.
I say that Gale used 1 and the statue used 1.
Like specifically dawn or like anytime after a long rest?
No, dawn.
Dawn.
Specifically dawn.
So even if we don't rest, if dawn comes, he gets his charges back.
This is correct, yes.
That is amazing.
It's like, and according to out of character DM Mike, this is the sort of thing that will like bestow upon the bearer the right of rulership of the kingdom.
Right,
like,
and that's where you're struggling.
That and like just the raw power of this. I mean, it's overwhelming.
Yeah, it is the type of artifact that, when wielded by someone with the desire for power to rule over others, it really possesses that sort of gravitas.
Hmm.
And then you also know that in conjunction with the Black Dragon Stone, which is in Dakoth's care, and one other artifact, the Holy Symbol of Tiamat, the three artifacts work together. And you also, I mean, you know that that the Black Dragon Stone itself is a very powerful artifact. It's just it can only really be activated with the other two artifacts.
Black Dragonstone is acting as a prison for Slyborn's mother.
So, like, as we're standing here talking about this, me as a player, but also Lyra as a character, is paying a little more attention to this dragon fuckery, if you will. Can I do a religion check on the Holy Symbol of Tiamat?
We don't have that yet.
Yeah, but like I should at least have knowledge of it, right?
Yeah, you can totally make a either a history or a religion.
Oh, well, I'm not very smart, so we're gonna go with religion. 'Cause...
So you do know that the Holy Symbol of Tiamat is you don't know what the artifact itself is, but you have heard of Tiamat, and she's kind of the mother dragon of dragons, more of a dragon deity.
Mm-hmm.
And she is basically, you know, she was the most powerful entity at one time, and then she was ripped apart at some point in history and spread across multiple planes of existence.
Do I, because I have at least that knowledge on her. Now, granted, I'm starting to come to terms with just in general our idea of dragons not necessarily being correct, but do I perceive this god to be a good god? Or is she evil? Because that's Lyra just keeps going, this feels bad.
So the history books, as you know them today, portray Tiamat to be an evil deity.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to metagame that, but okay. Okay.
Everything I've ever heard about Tiamat says that she is one bad bitch.
Yeah, so Lyra's freaking out about the idea of the Holy Symbol of Tiamat. Just so you guys know, still not sure about this shit. This feels really dangerous. Like this is like such an evil god. And that's the last piece that we need is a holy symbol of an evil deity. And then we don't know what happens. I'm just out there for all of you to consider. Still, I've been not real sure about this the whole time, and I think kind of clear, but one more time, real evil god. Just out there for everybody to think about. Don't know what's going to happen after that. Could be bad. Could be fine. Everything seems fucked as it is, so...
Like, you're not wrong.
And I guess maybe we could just fucking travel back in time, change it. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, we're all fine here. How are you?
I'm
Nice.
good. Everything's great. We should like get out of here or something though, right? Like,
Yeah. So like, where did we drop off exactly? Like, I forget the timing of like when I popped back out of that bubble. It's like, well, we finished the fight, and have we been resting here?
No,
Or is
this is immediately after.
Immediately after.
By immediately, I mean like 15 minutes after or so. So you've had time to regroup, but definitely haven't rested.
Okay. Well,
lots of questions about what's happening. I wonder if we're even still wanted. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I? Oh, go ahead.
No, I mean, like, if all that shit that happened in Duncaster didn't happen in Duncaster, maybe we're not wanted. I don't know. We don't seem to get lucky a whole lot, though. So.
Yeah, well, you know, that's how it goes.
I mean, I could cast sending again if I know somebody I could send it to see if we're still wanted. But I can't think of anybody off the top of my head who would like know for sure. Like Lyra, do you think your dad would know?
I mean, he might know. I also have sending, and I could ask him.
I don't want to really blow a 3rd level spell slot on something I'm not sure if they'll know. And all of the people who would know back in Duncaster are assholes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I bet we could find out pretty quickly if we get out of here, because we should probably get out of here anyway.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, we're still in Windermere, right? And if we're wanted, remember the Adventurers Guild here was like 50-50 split. Some people were thinking that they weren't worried about us, and then the other half knew that we were wanted. So it's like we could probably figure that out here in Windermere.
Are we in Windermere still?
We are.
Oh, are we not?
We are in Windermere, yeah. We're just in the...
We're in a different Windermere. We're in the... you guys ever watch the show Sliders?
I hate time travel, Mike. I'm fine. Yeah, it's Windermere though, right? We're just come outside and it's all on fire. We don't know.
Yeah, you're definitely in Windermere.
Okay.
Maybe the robots have taken over.
Well, then let's go.
All right, so
same with it.
Yeah, let's go.
So you have a few options in terms of how you go. You can go back the way you came, which is through the underground passage that will lead back to the Grand Keep of Iramar. You can bust through a window and just kind of trounce out the way, or you can try and find your way out of the temple and walk out the front door.
I was gonna say, does this place not have fucking doors? Like,
going back the way we came would probably take us somewhere that we're for sure feel like we're with allies, though, and could ask those questions to people who know how time travel works.
Yeah, but did we actually kill the monsters between here and there?
Son of a bitch, I don't know.
I mean, questions. If we walk out into the street in front of a temple, like, I don't think we're going to be assaulted immediately unless we're really super wanted.
Which we were when we came in here.
Right, but that didn't happen.
Son of a bitch.
We could be wanted for something else, though.
Yeah. But, Gale, you're super stealthy.
It's
right?
true, I am.
I mean, you could, like, maybe scout it.
You guys don't want me to scout it? I don't understand.
I mean, do you want to take your pet bull to the china shop?
Clank, clang, clang.
I still remember the very first session we tried that sneak up on the tower and it got set on fire.
Just because I was in a building that was burning does not mean that I burned down the building. Okay?
Oh,
one time.
man.
One time, you guys.
I mean, yeah. Do we want to send a scout ahead?
Yeah, if we can decide which way we're gonna leave at, I can definitely do the stealth thing, especially since it's dark out right now. It's nighttime. I'd be in my element.
When was the last time we had a rest, like a decent, like
couple sessions ago?
Good question.
Regain some hit points.
It's been a very, very, very long time since you've rested. Probably about 20 hours. So you're probably all feeling pretty tired. Yeah,
and at this
it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's like at this point too. It's like my character's kind of. I think for the first time since you've met him, you're probably, if you're not too tired to notice, like my tail's not moving. I'm just kind of like, something's been sucked out of me right now.
So we need to get out of here, and we need to find a place to crash. Which could be going the other direction, or could be just let's head out of here and find a tavern or something.
And
yeah,
the bed.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
I mean, I'm for trying to pass up the monsters and seeing what's outside the front door.
I agree.
We already know what's the other direction.
I mean, this kind of looks like stairs over here.
Yeah, so you guys came from this set of stairs on the west end of the room. That leads back to where you went. And then there are stairs on the north and south side. I'll tell you, they both lead to the same main chamber. And that will lead you to the exit of the church.
Oh. We just want to stroll on out of here?
Like, kind of. I'm real sleepy.
Me too. My brain. Yep. Lyra's nose is still bleeding a little, like just out of confusion. Mind melding.
Does anybody have alarm? As a spell? Know what that is. It's a second level spell.
I don't have it.
Okay. Never mind.
We could do pass that trace. Right?
Yeah. I don't know that it's necessary at this point, but just in case. Like we could do. Yeah.
Sure. Or I mean, if we're gonna go rest.
Or I could even, just scout out what's on out this front way and see what.
You wanna see what's over there, Gale? Make sure it's all clear.
It's not gonna hurt.
Yep. All right. So, Mike, that's what I'd like to do. I'm gonna be sneaky. I'm gonna go through this stairway here and see what's going on.
Alrighty. So you guys decide to go that way. Sunshine and Dakoth are gonna go back the way you came to maybe see how Lyra's dad and the Brotherhood of Iramar are doing. So that is where they're going to be. You are splitting the party technically. So, Gale, you make your way through a short stairwell, and it opens to another grand room. No torches lit. It's completely dark. There's no sign of any movement through the halls. And as far as you walk, you don't see any sign of any movement anywhere in the entire building until you make it to the main chamber, where there are two large ornate doors that appear to head out of the building. So it seems as though this building is empty aside from you guys.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way back then and let everyone know that I think the way is clear. I think we can go out this way if we want to.
Cool. Cool.
Let's do it.
No reason not to.
All right. Let me get you guys over here. Yeah, nope. I am just going to use one of your tokens here. Okay. You step out of the great church of Palor. And as you step out into the open air, you're greeted with a night sky illuminated by the bright full moon, Ara. For the first time in weeks, the outside world is mild, even comfortable. Just north of where you stand, an enormous purplish flame, a column of flame.
What the fuck is that?
Reaches from the ground into the heavens. To the west, back towards
Oh God.
the Brotherhood of Irmar.
No.
There is a faint teal glow pulsing like a beacon on the horizon. Where you stand, you are on a fairly busy main street. Oil lamps line the streets, casting a dim orange light on the once thriving city. Windermere, the bustling city that you had come to know, has fallen into an eerie silence. It's a metropolis turned to a ghost town.
Whoa.
Shit. Everything is different. Son of a bitch.
Well, that's what happens when you fuck with time. I mean, do we see a bunch of people, or is it just
You
like
see no one in your immediate vision? Not a soul.
and there's nobody in the church either?
Correct.
We have to sleep.
Well, I mean, we could probably take our pick of buildings.
You guys want to go back into the church and sleep?
I mean, I guess we could, but I feel a little bit like we have to go back to my father and find out what the hell is going on. It doesn't have to be right now. It can be after we sleep, but I can't think of anybody else that's going to be able to answer these questions for us.
Everyone make a perception check for me while you're standing here discussing this.
Damn, Maggie.
Wise as fuck. Real clumsy and super dumb, but
Perceptive as shit.
yeah.
All right. And in fact, all of you, you see a glint about 50 feet north of you. Just a glint of something moving. It's as though, something caught the light moving past one of the oil lamps that are strangely lit. Maggie, you also notice that it's definitely a humanoid-like figure, and the part that caught the light is potentially a mask, and it's a robed figure in black.
Who does?
Did you guys see that?
Yup.
Yeah.
I guess there's some kind of something around.
Well, the people in masks are still a thing then, right?
I guess somebody had to be here to light these oil lamps.
Should we go
Everybody always gotta wear
see?
masks and shit.
Do we see where it went? They went?
It is moving very slowly, almost as though it's floating through the air, southward, down towards you.
It's heading towards us.
Yes, it is. It is heading towards you very slowly, very gracefully.
And
How far away did you say it is?
About 50 feet.
Okay. I would like to use one of my new abilities. I only have one shot of it because my charisma is really low. But I would like to use Divine Sense.
Did you multi-class him a cleric?
He multi-classed as paladin.
Nice.
Yeah,
super cool.
The experience of seeing an entire plane devoured by Igniltith just like gutted me, and it was just like I was telling the others, just with as curious and interested in the whole world as Gale is, and his whole desire to bring those experiences back to his clan, that being his driving force before, is like just the concept of everything being gone or destroyed is so horrible. And the reality that there's something powerful enough to do that sparks a need to fight against that. That almost that it doesn't, remove my bond to my clan, but it's making me switch to a path I never dreamed I'd be going on.
Yeah. I think a lot of us are on paths that we never thought we'd be on.
Yeah. Yep.
Man.
So Gale, what does Divine Sense do?
Until well, this isn't the next turn, so if we were in combat, but it lets me know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. And I would know the type of any of those presence that I would sense, but not the identity.
Okay. So it's not undead, and it's not quite celestial. It's somewhere in between, but that figure is definitely strange. It's coming up on your radar as you are trying to sense it. It has a weird presence that and you're not sure if maybe your newfound skill is just you're not in tune with it, or if this is really just a strange entity. But you're also sensing the same energy spotted throughout the city. Large amount of them.
Okay. Well, guys, I'm not sure what this feeling I have about this thing is. I don't think it's not like undead, but whatever it is, it's been affected by or is affecting like everything around us. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not sure. But I don't think it's a run-of-the-mill person.
I don't know how much more of a fight we have left in us at this point, but I also kind of want to see what happens if this thing reaches us. I'll do whatever you guys want, though. We could duck out of here before it gets here.
We don't know that it's threatening.
Right. And then we might learn something.
We don't know shit about shit right now.
Son of a... This is just...
I mean, Riley's very correct with that.
Like, yeah, we're in Windermere, but also it's a different Windermere.
Bitch. Well,
So
let's see what happens then.
I feel like the four of us could waste whatever comes in here, though.
I
It's
mean,
one thing.
I agree.
I can see us being so tired and so indecisive right now that it probably reaches us before we make
It's
up our
probably
minds.
fucking here. We're
It's
standing
true.
here like, I don't know. Like, should we say hi or...
Making around in the street. Yeah, we should just like get out of here at least.
So yeah, as you guys are discussing this, it very slowly makes its way down the main thoroughfare. It's just almost gliding across the cobbled path. It makes it to about 20 feet from you as you're discussing this. And almost nonchalantly, it takes notice of you. It turns to you with kind of an ethereal gracefulness and raises a robed arm. An emotion that you can only interpret as pointing, although you don't see a hand. You don't really even see an arm. But it points at you. There's a blank stare from behind the mask, and it remains fixed on you as it just stands there, pointing.
Does this thing look like a Dementor?
A little bit, except it has like a shiny metal mask.
Does it have a face or just a mask?
You can't really see behind the mask.
Okay.
And
So
we
it's
know
standing
that
about-
it's not undead, but it's not also alive. We're not really sure.
It's definitely not human.
I start walking around it.
So as you move, it just pivots and remains locked on you. Its arm outstretched, pointing at you.
It's
Can I
pointing
walk
at me.
towards it? Like, just like not like around it, like just facing it, like just walk right up to it.
Oh, I'm gonna walk the opposite way then.
So it remains pointing at Gale as Gale walks around. As you, Lyra, walk closer, you see that it's not standing, it's literally floating. As you get closer and closer, you don't see any limbs, any appendages. All you see is a robe kind of draped over the air in the form of a human, but there's no human underneath it.
There's nothing there. It's just a robe and a mask. And I can see that there's no body.
Correct, and it is pointing at Gale as Gale moves around.
But it let me walk right up to it.
Yep.
So it's
mean-
just Gale that it's like.
I'm gonna... I just feel like the trusty old like mace poke. I just want to poke it. Is it gonna let me touch it?
Nice. So as soon as you touch it, the robes just and flutter to the ground. The mask clatters down, and in the silent streets, the metal mask falling to the cobblestone ground echoes through the streets.
Wow. I killed it, guys.
Thanks, Lyra.
Yeah.
I'm a monster.
We didn't even have to roll initiative.
Dang, that sucks. I was thinking about trying to take the mask too, but now
Well, it's
I'm
right
worried.
there.
Yeah,
Well,
the mask is now sitting on the ground.
Well, I'm definitely still going to take it, but I'm worried that it may have made some noise as you indicated.
Yes, it did make some noise.
Is there like a building nearby that appears to be not occupied?
So yeah, it is Windermere. There are buildings everywhere. Many of the buildings look long abandoned. The windows are boarded and exterior is in a state of neglected disrepair. Those that aren't boarded up have no visible light coming through the windows.
Do you guys want to hide? Because I think we should hide now.
What about that windmill over there? That's not too far away.
Wherever. Any of these empty buildings seems like a better bet than out here in the streets.
Especially since Lyra's just going around killing stuff.
I didn't know!
Or I guess there's a building here too. It's like this one's really close. It's like this is...
Yeah, I mean, you have your pick. You can move 20 feet in any direction and probably find a building. Whether it's boarded up or not.
I guess it depends, what we want to move toward or away from.
Let's just get in the closest cover.
Yeah, let's just take cover.
I killed their ghost mask thing, so...
Closest, but not the church we just left. Well, I guess we want to put some distance because if the alarm's gonna... Well, if it was an alarm, if that noise is going to attract attention, we might want to put a little distance from this spot.
Let's just get get inside.
Yeah, I'd rather be inside. Let's just get inside.
Okay. Oh.
We're inside.
What?
We're outside.
Yeah, you're outside. You do find
sorry.
the nearest building to you.
Okay.
Is a modest little home. Appears there's an outhouse.
Oh, goody.
I'm gonna go over here inside.
That's a window.
Oh, that's a window.
So the door is right over here by the well.
Sorry, I could see inside.
Girl's got to pee.
I'm gonna go see if the door's locked.
It is not.
All right, let's open the door.
Door opens up.
Does the... No.
It's dark inside. There's nothing lit, actually. But there appear to be candles. There's a fireplace. A table with some settings.
I am frozen. Oh, here we go.
There's a table with books. And another door.
Does it seem like this is abandoned?
Yes, it looks like it has been long abandoned.
All right, I'm gonna do.
I gotta pee.
Like in character or like for reals?
No, in character. Where's the outhouse?
Outhouse is across the way, right over there.
All right. Yell if you need me. I might
be quiet. I'm gonna check. I want to check under the rug where Gale is, and like under the table to see if there's like a cellar or any place where we could like hide.
I'm gonna go stand by the outhouse in case Riley falls in or something.
Whoa!
Make an investigation check as you're looking through the house.
Whoa!
So,
nice.
Marcus, you look under the table. You look under the rug. You just have this hunch that there's something in this house, because as you're making your way across the wooden floor, you hear a hollowness, and you follow the hollow noise to the kitchen area, which is right over here.
Okay.
And there is a barrel filled with some sort of liquid, and beneath that barrel, you see a door, a hatch.
Guys,
nice.
and the lever is in the outhouse.
Did you find a lever?
I'm just guessing.
No, there's no lever.
Mike was like, "Shit, did I put a lever there?"
I can't see the outhouse. Riley, did you find a lever?
No, it's just an outhouse.
She pulls it, and you hear flush.
No, it's literally just a bucket.
Or an
Ew.
open bag full of lye powder? So I'm gonna show Gail because he's standing right next to me, and then I'm gonna go back over here and tell
And
Lyra
yell for the women to get out of the bathroom.
girls, why do you always have to go to the bathroom together? We gotta hide.
Do satanic rituals.
Come on, man.
It's really hard to get out of this armor to pee.
It's also the only place to get this goddamn peace and quiet.
Does it look like I'm gonna be able to move this barrel enough to open the door?
All right.
Yeah, so it's a big barrel. It's not quite a 50-gallon drum, but it's like a cask, and it's about halfway filled with liquid. So one or two of you can probably lift it and move it.
Let's do it on 3, okay, Gail?
All right.
1, 2, 3.
It sloshes about, and it reveals a hatch in the floor.
I open it.
All right, you open it, and you actually see a ladder heading down, and a soft glow coming from the base. It's about 15 feet down.
Oh, my ears lay down against my head, and I look at my companions. I wasn't expecting a glow.
Is there someone down there?
Can I hear anything?
You don't hear anything.
I stick my head. I kind of lay prone on the ground and then stick my head down into the holes. Can I see anything?
No, it's about 15 feet down.
Oh, the glow's down at the bottom. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, so it's kind of a straight shaft down.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hold up a finger to my lips, let everyone know maybe to be quiet for a second, and I'm gonna be as quiet as I can. I'm gonna go ahead and climb down the ladder.
Alrighty.
Wait, does anyone have I don't know, a glow stick or something?
If you can find me a little rock or a a small something, I can cast light on it and then throw it down there.
I'm sure
I prefer. I have dark vision.
Oh well, then never mind.
Okay. Do it up, Gail.
I mean,
All right. Gail, as you come down, you're greeted with lit torches and a nicely appointed room. There's a rug and a couch and a table. It's warm and inviting, but silent. There doesn't appear to be anyone, at least in this main room. There is a door to the north, and a door to the east, and a door to the south.
Does this still look abandoned like it was upstairs?
No. It actually looks like someone has been here recently, if only for the fact that the torches and candles are lit.
Can I hear anything?
You cannot.
Shoot.
Save for the crackling of torches.
I'm gonna flop down on the couch.
It is very comfortable.
I'm tired.
Oh, Riley sits on the fucking couch then.
Can I cast Detect Evil and tell you what that does?
Is that going to expend a spell slot?
Yeah.
No. I will tell you, you will search through this place, and you will not find a soul.
Okay.
All right. I'm a big fan of sleeping.
So, Gale, the room you're in, it looks as though it might have been a makeshift jail. There's shackles bolted to the walls.
That's the fun time chamber.
The other rooms appear to be bedrooms or bunks. There are 3 beds in the north room and 4 beds in the south room.
I mean, I know there was an outhouse, but like I've been in some heavy armor for a long time. Is there anywhere that I can bathe my ass? That's the real question, because it's getting smelly.
You even have here racks for armor. It looks like there is there's a target for target practice. It's almost as though this was or is the kind of a hideout for some sort of group of adventurers.
Oh my god, is this our group? Is this our hideout? You guys, do we live here?
Oh shit.
Shit! What? Can I, is there any more? Is there anything else around here that would tell us who has been living here?
There are books on the tables.
What does it say?
So there's one book that is a history of Denora. It's more or less an atlas of the world.
Okay.
It's something that you or anyone in Auchendale, as you know it, had never seen. As you know, the rest of the world is a bit of a mystery to everyone in Auchendale. So now you're sitting here and you have this fairly thick book, a couple inches thick, with all sorts of information about outside of Auchendale. There's another book on the main table, and it appears to be a journal of some kind. It's handwritten.
I want to read it.
It appears to be written by someone you don't know,
okay.
Outlining some missions that they went on behalf of their guild master. They don't seem to name the guild master or what guild they belong to, but they talk about trying to find the source of the flame. It seems to be a pretty new journal, so there's only a few pages. And then there's another set of books over on the coffee table, or the equivalent of the coffee table.
Lyra, do you want to take the first watch and figure out what's going on? I'll take second watch and just go to sleep.
I'm good with that. I'm gonna everybody crash, and I'm gonna spend some time bathing and reading.
On the couch.
There's like 6 beds in there, guys.
Over here.
No, I'm already here. I'm like passing out as we speak.
I'm gonna keep reading every book that there is, as much of the journal that I can get through, until it is no longer my turn for watch. And hopefully also be able to clean up a little. Take my armor off.
Aren't you a cat?
I am not a cat.
You're not a cat. Never mind.
I
No,
am a
she's a
half elf
half-elf.
like you.
That's right. I was saying, don't you have to like lick your hand and wipe it on your face and stuff?
No, but
No,
I
that's what I'm
imagine
doing.
Gale in the corner doing that right now.
Yep.
Nailed
Like
it.
leg in the air, and then he realizes we're all watching him and freezes.
So in the journal, Lyra, there is a meticulously drawn and labeled map of Windermere.
Bruh,
It's
that is a sick map, dude.
And there are more entries kind of leading up to that last entry that you originally read. It outlines that, night befell Windermere, and ever since there's been a column of flame coming from the quarry.
Does it say when that happened? Or can I get an idea?
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Forget the date here. Give me a second. I believe it is. Yes. So the last entry was the 24th of Avril. And you know that it is somewhere around the 25th or 26th. You're thinking it's probably the 26th of Avril.
Okay. So recently.
Yeah, so the last entry was a couple days ago, day and a half or so. And the other entry, the first entry starts on the 23rd. So it, like I said, it's a pretty new journal.
So, like, do I get the idea that about the time that Duncaster should have been lit on fire is when actually now all of this happened? And
Yeah, that seems about correct. Yeah.
okay. So what we changed made this happen.
I'll let you figure that out. I mean, if that's
seems
what
like
your
something
character
Lyra
thinks,
would come to the conclusion of.
yeah, if that's what your character thinks, then
She's super smart and doesn't panic at all.
Calm bullshit on that.
Very calm, cool, and collected.
Fake news.
Okay. Is there anything in the other books?
So, like I said, one is kind of an atlas of the world.
Yeah.
And then there is over by the couch some additional reading. One is assorted poetry from a poet known as Dandewald Zanfu.
Sure.
The Boomerang?
She takes no interest in that. So
It's really, really, really terrible poetry. And it's like 300 pages of terrible poetry.
Like douchey slam poetry.
It's like it's like love poems that a middle schooler might write.
I like it.
Oh, it's
beneath.
You mean something that Ryan would write? That sounds more accurate.
Is there one that's like particularly ridiculous and douchey?
They're all pretty bad.
I'm just gonna pick one and like tear the page out, fold it up, stick it in my armor.
Okay.
Use that later. You never know.
All right. Noted.
So I officially have a douchey poem.
I'm not sure how to spell douchey, but you better write it on your character sheet as that.
I will. I'll add it. Douchey poem. I'm going to give it to you to use as a form of inspiration.
I mean, I'm looking for new ways to express my bardic abilities. You missed it last time. I sang a song.
Oh, I listened and have never been happier. Like, it wasn't just a song. It was from The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, that's kind of Sarah's favorite.
Any other Disney songs that you would like to sing, you can consider me extra inspired.
Okay.
I've been flipping this mask back and forth, looking at it. Do I see anything strange about it?
Aside from the fact that it exists, it's similar to the masks that you originally saw in the masked figures. It is in the guise of Paylor, except it's very ornate. It's very clearly made of silver, so it is solid silver and carved very, very ornately, or forged or casted in some way.
Cool. I mean, I know I have a different like facial structure than most many humanoids. Does it look like I could wear this? Could I try it on, or is it not going to fit me at all?
What's strange is there's no straps or anything like that. So it is literally just like, it's almost like a bowl with holes in it for the eyes. But you, like, placing it over your face, you think that if you were to, fashion some straps to it somehow, you could probably wear it.
Oh, well, I'm totally going to do that. I look around and see if I can find, like, I'm rummaging through the drawer in this nightstand, seeing if I can find some string or cloth or something I can use.
You don't find any in the drawer. There are some foot lockers that have various pieces of clothing, and in fact, some leather straps, some kind of thin leather.
He's in the bedroom, right? I can't see him doing this.
Correct.
Shit.
Okay, so that's I find some of these leather straps, and I would like to get this set up because I want to try this mask on.
All right. Yeah, that'll take you a little bit to do.
Okay.
And then I don't know. What do you think? What's a good skill? Do you have any proficiencies in a toolkit or anything like that? No.
Let me see here. I have what's in my explorer's pack? I don't know if I spent time with the gnomes. I saw them tinkering with stuff.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna call it. Let's just call it intelligence. No, let's call it survival. Actually.
Oh, okay, that's a thing.
Let's call it survival.
That's a thing I'm real good at. Okay. Oh, because I'm an outlander, so I spent time living off the land and stuff. All right, cool.
Yeah, so I imagine you're skilled with working with leather and making it do what you want.
Yep.
So yeah, you're after about half an hour of kind of cutting and trimming the leather and softening it enough, attaching it to the mask. You fashion a nice, comfortable strap that allows you to wear the mask.
Cool.
Do you put it on?
Oh yeah, I put it. Yeah, there's no point in putting a strap on there if you're not going to try it out.
All right. So as soon as you put it on, make a charisma saving throw.
Oh wait, I just rolled my. That's not a saving. Oh yeah, was that under saving throws? That's not. No, sorry, wrong button. It's this one.
There you go. Yeah. So you feel the mask try to fuse to your face as you put it on.
That's alarming.
Yeah, you feel it, like your face is almost sucked to it. But you have the wherewithal to kind of pull it up over your face before it's able to grab hold. But you feel as though if you had waited just a second longer, it would have, if not permanently been a part of your face, would have been very hard to remove.
Hold up. Is this mask by chance bright green?
That's what I was just thinking.
It is silver.
It wasn't bright green until after he put it on. Like wooden and shit.
Oh man, that's true.
That's true, but still.
I'm just still sitting in the other room. Have
All right,
no idea.
I'm gonna just stick my head out the door, look and see who I can see. I see Riley over there, and I'm just gonna say, just so you know, if we come across any of these masks, maybe don't put them on.
Well, yeah, obviously don't put them on. Why would anybody put them on?
I'm kind of holding my handiwork behind my back.
I'm like mostly asleep, and I like sleepily like, and just like see you kind of standing there, like almost embarrassed at yourself. I'm guessing, and with your hands behind your back, and I'm just like, I'll do that, and then I go back to sleep.
Did you try to put that mask on?
No.
No, yeah, no. Well, yes.
Yeah, I would think it maybe probably not a good idea. Like at least like detect magic or like an identify spell or anything before you.
You know how it is though. You just don't you ever get so curious about something? You got to figure out what it's doing right now.
No, I mean I poked it with the mace. I understand.
Guys, I have identify.
Yeah. Marcus has identify. So
Hey,
Marcus, don't put this on. But what do you think about this?
Why would I put it on?
What does it do?
Why would I put on a strange silver ornate mask that I've never even seen before?
are there straps on that mask?
Why are there straps on the mask, Gail? There weren't straps when Lyra poked it. There were no straps before.
There might have been straps.
Gail's like, it was pretty dark out. I don't know.
I have dark vision too, jackass. Like, I didn't see you put fucking straps on this thing. I'm just gonna shake my head.
Like, have we gotten into this rest at all? Like, has he slept yet? Have either of you slept yet? Could you identify it?
I think I'm the only one that's sleeping.
No, this is I like started doing this immediately, so it's like we've only been here for like 30 minutes.
Did you identify it, Marcus?
I just identified it.
Guys, don't put the mask on.
The cast identify is a ritual, so I'm gonna like take it into the corner and draw a little circle on the ground, and just like, because I know that's what you have to do when you do a ritual. I'm gonna sit down and cross my legs, but like the goofy way where both the feet are on top, so it looks real pretentious. I'm gonna start humming to myself to try and like feel the waves and cast Identify.
All right, so it is very clearly what you would call a cursed item. And from what you can tell is if you succumb to the curse, the mask binds itself to the wearer, and the wearer slowly gives in,
fucking disappears
to the mask or the entity behind the mask, which you can't quite gather from your spell, but it's bad juju.
Is his face going to turn bright green?
It is not going to turn green.
Is he going to get superpowers?
It depends on what you call superpowers.
So it's not like the mask.
Like floating? Maybe, yeah.
And
no, it seems bad.
incorporeal pointing?
Possibly.
Those don't sound like superpowers.
Corporeal pointing.
I mean, it's a thing that it did.
I think.
All right, so I'm going to look at Gale and just be like, dude, don't fucking wear this, okay?
I'll just carry it, but I promise not to wear it.
Cursed. Promise?
No touchy.
Touchy is fine, no wary.
Yep, I'm just gonna I'm gonna tuck it into my my pack for now.
I mean, Gail, like technically I could remove a curse from you, but it seems like a real dumb reason to use a spell, so just don't put it on.
Can I go to
I get
sleep
it,
now?
I get it. I'm not gonna put it on.
Okay, Marcus, sleep. Everybody go to sleep, except for me,
guys.
who will wait until somebody else relieves me of watch.
Going to sleep, guys. I'm tired.
And I will continue. I already know what's in the journals and stuff, but that's what I'm going to do is sit and read.
Yeah, so there's the pile of books. You found the douchey poems, and beneath that, you find a journal that is all sorts of entries from one Rezon the Red.
Well, shit. I'm going to not say anything until somebody wakes up to relieve me from watch. But I am going to read it.
That's my brother.
Yeah, I know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
you guys.
it outlines all sorts of adventures, going from town to town and meeting women, and kind of it talks about, you know, how he always wishes he were a better musician than his brother, and at least he has the sword. So it's all sorts of you know, kind of almost song-like entries as he's trying to get his thoughts across.
Did he write the douchey poetry?
Oh my god, is it the same handwriting?
Make an intelligence check.
Yes. Intelligence check. I'm fine. Oh god, I have literally no intelligence.
It definitely looks similar. Although, you know, the poet calls himself Dandwald Zanfu. The handwriting looks awfully similar.
When was the last entry on this on Razan's journal?
It was about a week ago.
Shit.
About a week ago.
Huh.
Huh.
Uh-huh. Sure. Can I cast Sending? Because I've met him before, right?
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast Sending and be like, "Hey, man, you alive? How you doing?" Literally the most awkward because like I've met him like twice.
You get no response.
Son of a bitch. Okay. No, that's fine. I'll just wait for my friend to wake up and it's tell him horrible news.
My brother's a douchey poet.
And maybe either ignoring me or dead.
I mean, that's the worst news ever.
Yeah.
No, it's like imagine that you grew up in a family of like people who owned a bake shop, right? And then you realize that like your brother is a shit baker. We were a traveling troupe. Like we went around like from town to town. We were like the fucking Partridge Family, and he's writing slam poetry. Like I'm embarrassed.
Well, he's also ignoring my messages or not alive. I would think that would be more upsetting, but maybe not. I don't know.
He ignores me all the time. I'm not concerned about that.
All right.
The douchey love poetry is what concerns me. Why he never made it as a bard.
So, yeah, I'm just going to wait for somebody to come relieve me, and hopefully one of them do. Or I guess if we get well into the night and I'm not going to get any sleep, I'll start poking people with the mace.
Yeah, so, I mean, Lyra, your time on watch is uneventful. You don't hear anything. No one comes down. Your companions are able to get as much rest as they need. You're able to read through the whole book of terrible poetry.
Well, then I'm going to go to Marcus and poke him with the mace. Hey, get up.
I'm up.
I need to sleep. And also, I have some good news and some bad news.
What's the bad news?
Your brother sucks at poetry. I don't understand your guys' life.
I'm going to flip through it, and I'm pretty sure it's his. And
I mean, the good news is, I guess he's still a womanizing asshole, but
that's the good news?
He also is, I don't know, like, don't you love your brother for who he is? I'm not really sure. He was here, so that's something. I'm not really sure.
You said you had good news.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was just like, hey, I found this thing that's your brother's. It sucks, though. And here's this journal, and I tried to send him a message, but he's either just still an asshole and ignoring me, or something else is wrong.
Probably just ignoring you.
I mean, is that something that happens? Like, he just ignores you. He just doesn't talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, do you know anybody who is not pretentious, who has a last name that's a color?
Like, no, but I was just checking on him. It says something in here about having the sword. Like, he's super sad about not being as cool as you, which, I mean, is true.
He always told me he was cooler than me.
He's not cooler than you. I mean, read some of these poems, you'll understand. But how does he even get these women? What is this?
I mean, I don't think this about you, so don't take it like that. but there are some girls out there who like don't really like to hold back their virtue.
Oh, I mean, I
because
grew up. I
they-
grew up in a whorehouse. It's fine.
Well, like Raison never really had to pay for it because he knew how to rhyme. Like it's there's some really dumb things that can make girls just crawl into bed with really unfortunate men.
And like as he's saying, like he didn't have to pay for it because he knew how to rhyme. I'm holding the poem book open and like turning my head like a confused dog. Like, why would anybody be into this?
I never got it either. Doesn't mean it didn't work.
Huh. Wow.
Have you seen Varsity
Okay.
Blues?
Are you talking to me or Lyra? Because I don't think she's seen Varsity Blues. Yeah, hell yeah, I have.
Tweeter? Raison was Tweeter.
Yes.
Like,
the
just because you
panty
don't-
dropper.
Just because you don't find it attractive doesn't mean it doesn't work.
Yes. Okay, yeah, sure. It says something in here about at least he has the sword. Don't know what the sword is. Everything's different now. Could be disastrous. Could be nothing. You should think about that for a while. I'm going to sleep. And then I'm just going to go sleep in one of these beds that's still available.
Night.
Just word vomit at Marcus and then sleep. But before I go to sleep, I'm going to read the poem that I stole a few times.
Before you do go to sleep, do you still have a 3rd level spell slot?
I have, yes.
Send Raison another message. Say,
Uh-huh.
You're still an asshole. I read your poems. Marcus says you're still an asshole too.
I do exactly that word for word. Anything back?
There's a very long pause. A very long pause. And then suck it.
I feel like you know Shane well enough to play a little bit for him. I think he would actually do that.
Oh, man. Man. I feel, wow. Okay. I'm just gonna laugh and just be like, your brother is surely the biggest douchebag I've ever met. But he seems to be alive.
You don't get to pick your family.
That's true. And then I go to sleep. Also, real quick, no judgment. My dad is actually probably the biggest douchebag I've ever met.
Hot
Good
damn.
night.
Well,
I mean, that's fair. What's up, Gail?
Getting bored.
We gotta wait for Lyra to sleep. Hey, there's some barrels and stuff over here. You can look in them. Maybe there's another hatch.
Like if I'm in that, am I in that room alone?
Yeah.
So before I do go to sleep, because I actually would have one more 3rd level spell, I am one more time going to cast Sending to my father. And just say, are you okay? We messed with time. Was I really there a few hours ago?
You get back a single word. And it is stuck.
Shit. Okay, I'm going to go to sleep because I don't have the energy to talk about it with anybody.
Thinking about
And I guess
head up the stairs here.
Oh wait.
Nope. No one's saying anything. All right, I'm gonna do it.
Like, wait, what?
Okay. Oh god.
I'm not gonna leave the house. I'm just gonna look and see like what the light situation is. So, we've been sleeping a while, so I don't know if it's still night or if it's day or what's going on.
I heard like other doors opening that weren't like relatively familiar and like got scared awake. I was like, what's going on?
So I want to climb the ladder and just like push the hatch open and take a look around.
It is still dark.
Still dark.
Like it
And
hasn't
so-
ever
so
been
it's-
light?
What's that?
Like it hasn't ever been light?
Like
since we went to sleep?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. So you've been asleep probably for 6 to 8 hours, and it is still just as dark as when you fell asleep.
Cool.
That's gonna make this staff thing a little bit more tricky.
When we were approaching this house, or if I look out the windows, does it look like there's any sources of water anywhere nearby?
There is a well right outside.
No, there's not going to be any fish in that.
Oh Jesus!
Oh god.
Fish again? You fucking kidding me? You know I can't stand fish.
Well, you're in luck. I don't see a place to get any. So
Not
come
in the
back
immediate
down.
vicinity.
all right,
Thank you.
I come back down.
Thank you.
But I do let everyone know that it's even though we've been down here for what would normally be a good chunk of a night, it's still pretty dark up there.
And also remember, prior to this, your nights were maybe 2 to 3 hours max.
Right. Oh, so this is very unusual for her.
Yes, this is very, very unusual.
Did it reverse?
So, if so, this is a happy ninja kitty.
I feel like Happy Ninja Kitty is a great emo death metal band name.
That sounds accurate.
Is there another door over here? Or is that just the?
That is a
wall.
door.
Is there anything behind that door?
It is a locked door.
Whoa,
Ooh.
where's the locked door? Where'd he go?
I'm over in the room with Lyra. In this room.
Wait, I was just in that room.
The
Where's
locked
it?
door. Right there.
Where? Oh.
If they're like banging around and shit, I'm just gonna throw my mace at them and tell them I'm trying to sleep.
I mean, Gail's stealthy as fuck. You probably can't hear him.
That's probably true. But if he's not trying to be stealthy, if he's just like, "What's in the door?" I'm gonna be like, "Shut the fuck up."
What's in the box?
This is tough. I'm looking at this locked door. But I'm looking at my friend who needs to sleep. God, this is tough.
I love Gail.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. But I do want to look around and see if there's like I'm gonna be going through these barrels and stuff. I'm gonna see if I can find any key for that would fit that door anywhere.
You're not finding any keys, but you're finding a lot of food, like dried jerkies,
Oh God, I'm famished.
all sorts of really nice preserved food.
Well, I'm just kind of like scattering those things as I find them because I'm more interested in trying to find something to open the door right now.
I'm gonna take some of it that doesn't seem to be particularly dirty from having been thrown on the floor, and set it on the table so that Riley and I can have breakfast.
Give me some of that jerky. Put some of that jerky in my bag.
And Gail, as you make your way down that wall, there is one barrel filled with water, and you see 2 fish swimming in the barrel.
I let out a very happy meow, and that's enough to distract me. The fresh fish, which I haven't had for quite a while, distracts me from my quest for a key. I'm gonna grab one, and I'm gonna join the others for breakfast.
If he's eating fish for breakfast, like fresh out of the barrel, I'm gonna go to the other side of the table. I don't want to be sitting next to him while he's eating raw fish.
Whenever I've had enough sleep, I'll get up and definitely eat some of the foods.
Hey, y'all go take a nap.
So yeah, you're not able to find a key, but you find plenty of food. There's some potable water in one of the barrels. Yeah, aside from that, the only unexplored place in this whole little hideout is that one locked door.
Well, as soon as Lyra wakes up, we're gonna get through that door.
So I imagine once I've had what resembles even close to a long rest, Gail will be in there like, hey, like a little kid on Christmas. Like, is it time yet?
It's been like 5.5 hours out of 8 that you need. It's cooking you.
I'm sitting quietly and cross-legged, kind of like how I sit when I'm meditating, right in front of this door.
So it is a very heavy wooden door with a very complex lock. It's a mechanism that you probably have. Gail, you're probably the only person here that has seen anything even remotely that technologically advanced from the gnomes you knew.
Ah, okay.
Am I awake yet?
Yeah. I mean, we're to the point where you can.
Okay, I'm gonna try and kick down the door.
I'm gonna stand there watching him just like eating jerky.
Make a straight strength roll, Gale, as you kick it.
You stub your toe.
You kick it, and it is as you do, you notice it's probably a good solid 8 inches thick. It's a huge slab of wood.
And there's like an intricate lock on it.
A very intricate lock, yes.
Like, can I take a precise swing at that with the mace?
You can sure try.
I hiss at the door.
Like,
It opens. No.
I'm gonna
fucking explodes open.
Boom! Natural 20.
Oh my god.
I opened the door, babe. I haven't even done that yet, actually. I don't know what's about to happen.
That means look cool.
Did I open the door or did I just break the lock?
Well, all right. So what? Where is everyone in this room?
I backed up just enough to give her space because I'm still pissed off at this door.
I'm here for moral support. I'm right here.
Riley, where are you?
Where are we all at? Are we down?
Bedroom.
Oh, we are in there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bringing up the rear a little bit here.
Did you explodorate the door?
Okay.
Lyra?
I always accidentally hit inanimate objects too hard.
All right. So, everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Shit.
Great. Did anyone check for traps?
No.
No.
Traps? We don't need to check for traps.
God damn it. I rolled a 4.
Oh no.
Okay. So Lyra, you take your mace and just smash it into this lock. And as soon as your mace comes into contact with the metal, a burst of lightning just crackles out.
May as well lose hit points as soon as I wake up. Cool. Seems like he's doing a lot of math over there.
So, Riley, you will take 20 points of lightning damage, and everyone else will take half that much.
I think I have something for this. Let me see.
I think you have evasion or something like that.
Yeah, I do. Evasion. What does that do?
So I think if you take half that much, you don't take anything.
Yeah. And I think I rolled really high, so I think I'm okay.
Wait a second. Oh, no. Never.
Make a dexterity saving throw. Use that damage. Yeah, I'm okay. I feel great.
Sorry, guys. I should really drink coffee before I make decisions.
That's fair.
Gale tried first. He was just unsuccessful.
Yeah, that's fair. Gail, can you see down the hallway? What do you see?
It's really hard to hear you, or is that just me?
You are a little muffled.
Yeah, Marcus is muffled.
A little by, we mean a lot.
All right, let me go grab my other headset. Be right back.
Well, because because the door looks like it's open now, right? Like,
yeah. Let's wait for Marcus.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just because I'm thrilled that it's open and that she helped me do this thing that I've been desperately wanting for hours. I'm gonna go ahead and use my new lay on of hands and give her 5 hit points as a thank you.
Oh, thanks. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna feel super guilty and like throw some healing at Riley. Let me just real quick throw a cure wounds at you.
Oh, shucks.
If I can make it work, click the button, do the thing. Bless. Okay, hold on. There it is. All right, I got you some hit points back.
Oh, thanks. How do I math? Wait, whoa. There we go.
Ugh, go away. There we go. Okay, so that's the first level spell done.
I'm gonna go grab some ice while Rick is away. I will be right back.
I'm so happy that you rolled a natural 20 on that.
I can't believe I did that. The only time I roll natural 20s is to break shit.
I mean, that's sort of your thing, right?
I guess so. I didn't realize it was gonna be my thing, but
sometimes you don't know what your thing's gonna be until after you play a few sessions.
And like, I'm super disappointed that Sunshine missed that because she'd be so pissed.
She would be proud of you.
Oh, she'd be so mad at me. She'd be so mad at me.
I feel like that's true because if Gale is super super happy with you, then someone else in the party must be unhappy.
Yeah, Sunshine would be like, "Why? Why?" And I'd have to be like, "Are you mad at me?" Like, that's how our relationship goes. Is I do stupid stuff and I break things, and Sunshine gets mad.
Not wrong.
As it is, I pat you 5 times on the shoulder because I'm giving you the 5 hit points, and I'm whispering, "Thank you for opening the door."
I give him like a little covert thumbs up. Like I feel guilty, but I understand Gale a little more than I should. Like I know better, but I keep doing dumb shit. So
I imagine that she's like, was she probably like knocked down by this lightning blast?
Yeah, you were all kind of blasted back, and as the crackle of lightning kind of subsides, and there's a very loud crack of thunder. You all kind of come to see the doorway open, and just beyond the doorway is an immensely bright light emanating from between an archway about 10 feet down a short hallway.
Oh.
wait.
Is it like a portal?
Oh God.
I
don't think it's like a portal. I think
it
is
is like a portal.
I think it is a portal.
We should not go into that thing.
But where do you think it could go?
We should totally go into that thing.
Oh God.
Oh, I heard Marcus say it.
No. Oh dear.
Oh, great. Here we go.
I mean, we just went into things that caused us to change the entire landscape of the world, basically.
It can't get any worse, right?
Oh, I don't know if that's true. We could, I don't know, obtain the holy symbol of an evil god and then unleash evil all over the planet, but I guess we're already working towards that anyway. I mean, can we just like walk
Oh, wait. Oh,
toward it?
is there something small I could like throw into it? Like, what's on this nightstand?
There's candles on the nightstand.
Okay.
There is a dagger kind of jammed into the footlocker.
Huh. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take one of the candles and I'm gonna throw it at the portal.
The candle goes into the portal.
Did it? Was there? Oh.
See, this is when you need your druid to like get you some bears to go through that shit.
Did it look like the candle melted or anything, or did it just disappear?
No, it just kind of disappeared into the light.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get that dagger. I'm gonna throw the dagger through the portal.
God, you're gonna accidentally kill someone on the other side.
Okay, so how are you throwing the dagger?
Oh, he is gonna accidentally kill
I didn't see anything happen to the wax, but we just triggered this like electrical trap. So I want to see if this metal can go through. So I'm not like throwing it aggressively. I'm just kind of, I'm gonna toss it. Just I guess so it's flat. I'll toss it through. I just want to see if like there's any electrical discharge or anything with metal going through.
Okay, yeah. So you're not like overhand tossing it as a toss dagger, more just like.
Yeah, no, I'm chucking it through. Yeah, okay. I'm chucking it through.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so it goes through. There doesn't seem to be any reaction.
Oh God.
I reach out and I try and touch it.
Oh no. Oh dear. Oh God.
You feel your hand have a burst of energy, and your hand disappears as you touch it.
I pull it back. Am I fine?
Your hand comes back.
I mean, like, what if one of us each grabs a leg and he just sticks his head through?
Gale, make a dexterity saving throw.
Shit.
Okay, dexterity. Here we go.
A hand comes out of the portal. As you kind of pull back,
Whoa,
and reaches and grabs for you, but you're able to pull away before you are grabbed.
Do any of us see this?
You probably don't see that happen, but I imagine you see Gale kind of scamper back.
I'm scampering back. I'm shoving people. I'm shoving people back. I'm like, there's someone in there. There's someone in the portal.
And you hear, as he's scampering away, a familiar voice, very distant and echoey, saying, "Gale, is that you?"
What?
Oh no!
I recognize your fur.
Wait, do I recognize the voice?
You do. It sounds like Eileen.
What? So Eileen, is that you?
She steps, bouncing through here. She steps through the portal.
Whoa.
And she says, "By the gods, what are you doing here?"
What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
What do
I think we have a lot to talk about.
You're fucking right. We have a lot to talk about. You were dead.
She looks puzzled at what you say.
Oh,
I mean, obviously.
Oh God.
What are you talking about, Marcus?
So, and we found Lyra's dad at the Brotherhood of Iramar. Iramar, did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we sort of went on a little bit of a quest, and we found the staff of Eglain, and I show her the staff, and some time shit got fucked with. And you were dead before, and now you're back alive.
I'm gonna step in and just be like Elaine, demons took over Duncaster. They set everything on fire. They killed you. We had a service for you.
Wait. But the demons, when they came, we fought them off.
That might be true, but before we changed time, before we messed with whatever this is we messed with, that's not what happened. You lost. We all lost. And we became wanted, and we had to come here, and here is nothing like what it was when we first got here. And it was daylight all the time, and it was hot, and I'm really confused about what's going on.
The Brotherhood of Palor, or the Priests of Palor, turned out to be possessed by demons, and they burned the town. They burned Duncaster to the ground. They killed you, and then we killed them back. It was a mess.
She sighs and she says, please come with me. We need to talk."
Where are we going?
Thing?
And she motions through the portal, and she walks through the portal, motioning you.
I'm gonna roll insight real quick. I want to make sure she's not fucking with us.
Oh.
She's not fucking with us.
I mean, you're not sure what to think right now because you haven't seen Eileen since she was, you know, skewered and on fire.
Right.
And you last heard that she was alive, but you weren't even sure if you were to believe that. And now she's standing in front of you, motioning through this portal in the basement of a random house that you just happened to go to. It all seems so coincidental, but it all seems fateful almost. You are not sure what to believe at this point.
Before she steps through the portal, can I just like grab her arm and ask, like, can we get back here if we go through that portal? My father needs help. I can't just leave.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna follow her.
Me too. I wanted to know what was on the other side as soon as we opened the door.
All right. We
got portals and time travel.
Also glad I didn't like shuriken the hell out of that knife.
Oh my god, that would suck.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what Kath would do to me if I killed her in this timeline?
Exactly what I didn't want to happen is you just like knife throw the knife through and fucking stab someone on the other side that we didn't know was there.
But also, like a little bit, like, don't you want to know what Chelsea and Matt would have to say?
Yeah.
All right, you step through. And
oh wow.
No, you
Shut
didn't.
up.
You emerge in Eileen's room
What the actual fuck is going on?
in post number 132 of Duncaster.
This game hurts my head.
What the actual fuck is going on? Like, in character, what the fuck?
Eileen steps out and walks towards the kitchen. Not saying a word, she walks over, puts a pot on the stove, stirs it, and then turns back around and says, I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but so do I. I think we have a lot to reconcile.
Has there always been a portal to Windermere?
Yeah, because we just took the longest road.
Yep.
She sits there and just sort of nods. And she holds up her hand that has a ring, and the ring has a faint glow to it. And she says, This allows passage through that portal. It was given to me by my beloved.
I'm so freaked out right now.
So looking out, you can see out the window. It is night. It's dark out, but you can see Duncaster is still wrecked and ravaged, but in no way is it anywhere is in horrible repair that it was when you left it.
Okay.
Wow.
Eileen says, I don't know what you've done. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I just remember many, many months ago, Dakoth coming to me with a grim portent. And, well, when when the siege came to Duncaster, I knew that is the dream he spoke of. And well, thank Paylor that I took his word as I always take Dakot's word.
How can you thank Paylor after what's happened?
She cocks her head slightly and says, faith is not so easily lost on lies, Marcus.
The priests at the House of Paylor were fucking demons.
The priests are not Paylor. I have a steadfast belief in my God, and I believe he's still there and he is still good.
Guess that's why you're a cleric and I'm not.
Sometimes the church is the worst thing to happen to faith and religion, but I get what she's saying. I mean, my God mostly lives in brothels, so.
Better you than I.
How long has it been nighttime, just out of curiosity?
It has been night for 12 hours. It's the first time that night has stayed with us, and as long as I can remember.
So the days were still long here before.
Oh yes, brutal and terrible.
Do you think killing that demon changed something? I'm just like talking to the room now, or anything.
It was killing the demon. I think it was whatever the magical time fire was.
Everyone make an intelligence check.
Not.
Yeah, I was.
See if you remember something that was said.
Yeah, well.
And in fact, Lyra, you do remember something that was said by Enid Grossla, the dark elf that the party had met in the cave with the Remoras.
The crazy lady.
The crazy lady, correct.
Got it.
And she said on next Fithria, Igniltus children will rise. And you know that you were right around the corner from Fithria.
Great.
So you believe that it is probably something having to do with that. In that maybe a ritual had been completed or something happened that caused the night to stay.
On next Fithria, Igniltus children will rise. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember that crazy lady who said that to us?
All I remember
was crazy.
Thanks.
And my fur on my neck just kind of rises. I'm just like, if it has to do with Igniltus, it's bad news.
Well, it's next Fithria. And I don't think we stopped anything from happening. So that's got to be what this is.
And you do know, looking out the window, you see there's one full moon and one new moon, which marks Fithria.
That's right meow.
This is so bad. We have to go back. We have to go back.
Eileen, do you know anything about Igniltith? Is this something in your training or anything you've learned as in your profession? Like, is this a god? Is this
she
a
shakes
demon?
her head and she says, I, up until just hours ago, had never heard of Igniltith until a man, an elven man, came and asked about a book.
Oh, God, Jesus.
Is this the book that I gave away?
What does that man look like?
She describes a man that looks an awful lot like your father.
Was he an asshole? Did he seem like a super rich douchebag?
He was very intent on his mission, and he was dressed quite posh.
Did you have the
mentioned book? He mentioned Igniltith, and that was the first time I've heard the name.
I'm going to tell her about the book that we found in the Black Fathom Hollows. Is this the book that I gave away that he was looking for?
She nods and says, he did mention that it was a book that had been in our possession. And I pointed him to Walton.
And now Walton's dead.
Oh no, Walton is alive and well.
Is his shop still around? Did his shop get burned down?
Oh, no.
We don't know shit about shit, Riley.
Right. I told you, we don't know shit about shit.
I'm coming to realize that we do not know shit about shit.
About this time, as I realize we don't know shit about shit, I'm gonna maybe poke my head out the door, even though I know I'm not gonna really see anything. Like, is Velvet still okay? Is everybody there still fine? Everything's fine there, right?
Are you saying that?
Yeah.
She says, with a sort of forlorn wandering of her voice, she says, Velvet was hit hardest out of almost anywhere, and I it was very difficult to watch as the Gray Lady, Madame Cassandra White, you see tears come to her eyes and says, one of the few truly tragic casualties of the siege.
Probably just mace through the closest wooden anything. Just, I'm swinging at something. I'm real pissed off. Do I need to actually swing it?
No, you obliterate whatever you hit. Whatever you hit is obliterated.
I'm sure this chair right here seems good.
Yeah, I mean, it is just shattered. And Eileen, she has tears in her eyes, and she says, I thought you would have known, but
she was alive in the history that I had. And now, without saying it out loud, all Lyra can think about is, who would she rather have alive right now? And she doesn't know the answer. Time travel is stupid, guys.
I agree. Hopefully.
Shit. Not only did nobody that Lyra loves get brought back, but like people that she loves died. Well, Elaine got brought back, but
Yeah, this is fucked up.
I have to go back and help my father because at this point, outside of you guys, he's the only thing I have left in this world. And he's stuck somewhere, and I tell them about the sending that I did.
All he said was stuck?
He just said stuck, and I can't stay here. I have to go back.
Well, I'm with you.
Eileen, is there any way we can signal you or communicate? The fact that this portal exists is just blowing my mind. Is this easy to go back and forth?
She looks at Lyra with knowing regret. It's almost as though she sees it in Lyra's eyes in that it was my life for Cassandra's life. She sees this and she takes her hand and removes the ring, walks over to Lyra, grabs her hand and places the ring in her hand, closing it. And she says, use this ring, and no matter where you are, you can get back to Windermere.
Thank you. I'm going to just squeeze her hand and say, Cassandra helped raise me, and she seemed to be all that I had left after my mother died. But I know now that I have more than that, and this world needs you more than it needed her. And I'm glad you're here.
She takes both of her hands and puts them on your cheeks, and she says, Lyra, you're the strongest woman I know. And if anyone can make the most of a tragic loss, it's you.
Well, I guess we'll see.
I'm so sorry, and I know you'll make right whatever you can.
I'm going to do my very best.
Can you tell us if you've heard anything from the guild in Windermere? Like, how long has it been since Windermere turned into a ghost town?
It's been several days since Windermere has more or less fallen off the map. I've heard one of our members came through after investigating the flame column. That's as apt a name as I can call it. And after coming face to face with the flame, she vowed to never return to Windermere. As far as she was concerned, Windermere was lost. There was nothing but the robed figures.
Does anybody know what they are?
She shakes her head.
Lyra killed one.
Apparitions.
I don't even know if you can
Specters.
call it killing.
They don't seem to be threatening more than I don't even know how to explain it. They're there and they acknowledge presence, but that's it.
Out of character. Elaine's a cleric, right?
She is not a cleric.
No.
No, she is not a cleric. No, she is class-wise, she is a fighter.
Fighter. Okay. I just wanted to know.
Happens to have a deep faith in Palor.
Correct.
Got it.
She says, have you had any contact when you were in Windermere with one? The only thing that I have heard is her elegance.
Yes. Yes, we did. Well, we didn't have contact, but we saw her. Everybody was gathering around when she was coming through town, and we used that as a distraction to get past guards.
It was around the time of her arrival that things went awry in Windermere. That's as much information as I have.
Are you saying she's responsible?
I hate to be presumptuous, but I know she arrived, and shortly after she arrived, the metropolis went silent.
Just for a second here, like, I feel like, and maybe this is a credit to Mike in his storytelling ability, but I feel like this whole campaign is centered around good people with bad information doing shit that just completely fucks up the entire world.
Yeah.
Weird. Hashtag relatable.
Yeah. Good
take
intention
inspiration
people.
for that. If you don't already have inspiration, take inspiration for that.
I mean, good intentioned people with bad information doing shit that just is so way far. Oh, fuck me. Oh my god.
That is a very good observation.
I don't. Like, we are fucking with some serious. Like, it was all the time day, and now it's all the time night, and time is wrong, and dead people are alive. What the fuck
And
is
alive
going
people
on?
are dead. And also, like, the things that we thought we knew for sure about, like, evil deities and dragons, maybe not true. Bad information. Which is real hard for Lyra to wrap her head around, by the way. Like, evil is evil and good is good. And this is confusing. But I have to go back.
Lyra, you're doing what's right. Helping your family and protecting your family is doing what's right. And that's, like, you can change, like, we've proven that we can change what happened. But we can't change, you're not going to change our understanding and our belief in what is right and what is good. Who does it? Maybe. But protecting your family and helping the weak, and those are still things that are always going to be good. Good is good and evil is evil. It's just a matter of who.
I do believe that. I really do. I just hope that the information we have isn't so wrong that we're making it worse. But you're right. I don't know what else to do but to go back and try and help him. if for no other reason, then he's my father, and I think he might be able to answer some questions.
All right, twist the ring. Everybody hold hands. Whatever we got to do.
Yeah, how does this bad boy work?
We're going back to Windermere.
All right, so your ring, and I will add this to your character sheet after the session, but it is basically you have 3 charges per long rest, and it creates a portal. It's basically gate, if you know what that is. It basically creates a gate from wherever you are to the gate that is in Windermere that people can travel through. It's open for a couple minutes at a time. And the gate on the other side, whenever it is activated, basically, same goes. It basically expends a charge and creates a gate right in front of the ring. So if someone were to go and, walk up to the portal, it would create a portal right in front of you.
Okay, so it's a gate spell.
More or less, yeah.
That's like awesome, because I definitely don't have access to those spells yet.
Yeah, it's very powerful, and Eileen will tell you that that it was given to her by Sarah, who was her beloved, who disappeared in the Ghostwood Desert. And the letter that came to her, if you'll remember from one of the very early sessions, there was a letter that you found on her desk that outlined basically that she was not going to return. And along with that letter was this ring.
She's giving me that just because she's alive and my foster mom or whatever is not.
Yes.
That's a lot of guilt. Okay. So sure. I'm just looking at this now. So I can just bring these folks with me basically wherever I want to go.
Yeah, I mean it's supremely powerful.
But only back to Windermere, right?
Yes, only back to that one spot. But no matter where you are, you can get back to there.
I can get back to Windermere.
Correct.
And then when I'm in Windermere, I can use it to get back to Duncaster.
No.
So no, like this is it. Like
you can get back to the ring from the portal. So once you're at the portal, like if you travel through the portal while wearing the ring, I don't know what'll happen. Well, you don't know what will happen.
But if you leave the ring behind when you go through the portal, you can go back to the ring.
Correct.
So you want to leave it in a safe place.
So I always want to go back to wherever I leave from if I want to get this ring back.
Right.
Like in the future, if I use this as like a quick getaway, I will have to go back to get it.
Unless you take it with you.
You're wearing it. Yeah, you can bring it with you, but you just won't be able to go back.
Oh, okay. But can I open that gate to anywhere I want to open that gate to? Like in future uses of this?
So you can go between the ring and the portal. So wherever the ring is, you can walk through the portal and go to where the ring is.
I'm confused.
So
let's do it.
Or if you have the ring, you can go to where the portal is. So what I'm saying is, if you have the ring...
I have the ring.
And then you go through the portal, the Windermere portal.
Uh-huh.
Who knows what'll happen. But if you leave the ring somewhere, after you travel through... Like, if you create a portal with the ring, leave the ring wherever you are, walk through the portal, and then at a later date, go through the portal, you'll pop back where the ring was.
Without having to expend a charge, because the portal will just stay there?
No, it'll expend a charge.
Weird.
It's kind of freaky.
It is, as many things are in this campaign. Very
so,
freaky.
like,
Fair point.
I go back through, I have the ring with me. 3 days from now, I still am wearing the ring, and I'm going to use a charge to open a portal. I can do that?
You can do that and go back to that room in Windermere.
So it's always back to the room in Windermere.
Correct.
Yep.
That's where... Got it. Weird.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get
Are you
out
going
of
to
here.
leave the ring here?
I think you should bring it with us.
But then, if we
If
need
we're
to
taking...
get back here...
So the only other thing I was considering doing before we left is, like, we have a chance to talk to Walton the Learned again. If we have any questions.
I feel like we need to go see Lyra's dad.
He might have the answer to some of those questions.
Fair enough.
All right, so you are going to head back?
Yeah.
All right, so you put the ring on and you concentrate, and in front of you, a rip in space-time basically just apparates right in front of you. And as you look through, you see the room that you were in before. And walking through, you step in and you are back into the basement of the room in Windermere.
Riley gets a little motion sick and has to sit down.
Eileen, before you walk through Lyra, she gives a very solid hug and whispers in your ear, whatever you do, and whatever you must do, don't worry about me.
I'm just going to, like, squeeze her and go.
What the fuck? All right.
All right.
So we're back.
We're back.
You're back.
And I guess this is we probably should have asked her about this place when we were talking to her, but I assume that this is just kind of our hideout.
So she would have told you, retconning that or whatever. She'll tell you that it's basically not the official Adventurers Guild headquarters, but it is sort of the
It's like a safe house.
It's the unofficial safe house that was created in the event that the Adventurers Guild was under suspicion or attack or whatever.
So basically, I have a magic ring that gets us back to a safe place if we're in real deep shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's pretty badass.
Is that like just to be prepared? Like, is that like an action to do? Is it take a full like minute to cast?
It's an action.
So like we're all about to get eaten by a demon. I grab my friends and we run the hell out of there. One action.
Yeah, so it's an action to open the portal, and then it's whatever movement it is for everyone to get into the portal.
Yeah.
And it lasts a certain amount of time. So, like, how broken is the door?
Very. Yeah.
The door is fucked.
So, good point. The door is completely gone. It was shattered and annihilated with the burst of lightning.
My bad.
So, good point. That portal is now
exposed.
I mean, can we take a couple of the beds and like put them up?
I mean, like
the door
it's in splinters. Like there's no like pieces of the door that we can try to mend, or I could use mending.
There's no mending it. You would actually have to build a new door.
I bet I cannot do that.
I say, yeah, and I will share that, back when there was a door, I noticed that it looked like it had some gnomish craftsmanship.
Oh. Well.
Gnomish.
So, on the to-do list, shop for new door.
Shop new door. Got it.
Find gnome. Got it.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, I don't think we know any gnomes, do we?
Well, I know a couple, but I don't have no idea where they are.
No.
That'd be great.
You have a pretty good idea that maybe Hull Cove would have some gnomes. Because gnomes sail into there every so often.
Oh, well, okay.
So maybe when all this is done, we go grab a gnome and we fix the door. Or we just tell Elaine, like, hey, I broke that door. Want to fix it? And then she'll know what to do.
I think you like exploderated the door. Broke it, putting it lightly.
I don't. I gotta work.
I'm not trying to be a jerk face, but more than.
I have some compulsive behaviors that maybe I need to address, but
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna give him like a little fist bump to the compulsive behavior friend in the group. Sunshine hates us, literally the most. So listen, we got to get back to my dad, and based off of what I saw outside, there's like a giant bubble thing around the building. So
we have to go back.
Maybe
underground.
we should go back through the church.
Yeah, we have to go back underground.
We gotta go back. Underground.
All right. So you guys are around here-ish.
Okay.
Just south of the church. Zooming out. again, you have the giant purple flame pillar to the north. You see a little bit of a dome over what appears to be Irmar's Grand Keep. But mostly you just see the the teal pulsing light. It's not really a column, it's more of a pulsing light beacon.
Like the flames are a pulsing light beacon?
No. So the purple
flames.
The purple is a flame column. It is literally a column going from the ground to the heavens. But over in the from where you are northwest, there's a teal pulsing light, very slow pulse over the horizon, and you can just see the crest of a dome, basically.
And there still appears to be nobody out.
Correct. You do see, as you kind of make your way out of the safe house, you see a couple more robed figures, and their black robes blend so flawlessly into the darkness that often all you see is the mask kind of glinting and floating through the air. But unless you are really blatant about things, they do not take notice of you. But there are several as you make your way through the streets.
Do they seem to be going in the same direction? Or are they just wandering aimlessly?
Most seem to be, well, not most. A lot seem to be wandering aimlessly, but most are traveling in this direction towards the center of town.
I wonder if that lady is towards the center of town.
Are you thinking we should maybe go the long way around?
I'm thinking maybe she caused all of this. I really want to go make sure my father's okay. But if we figured out what she was, maybe we could just fix all this. I have no idea what I'm thinking.
For this. I don't know that there's something we can do to just fix it. I think we need answers, and your dad's probably the best place for answers.
Well, I don't think we can get through whatever that dome is, so if that's the case, the only option is to go back underground. I'm hoping that that dome is some form of protection. They have a lot of magic.
They do.
So head back to the church.
Through the underground.
All right.
Do it.
Back to the church. You pass a couple of the robed figures. Are you going to try and stealth by them, or are you just kind of ignoring them and walking past?
I would like to kind of stealth by them at least.
I mean, Lyra really wants to poke them again, but she's going to follow somebody else's lead.
No touchy.
Recognizing that her compulsive behavior is causing some issues.
No touchy.
They just fall apart when you poke them.
Yeah,
They just
but
as long as Gale doesn't pick the mask up and put it on.
in general, we should like kind of, sort of, at least be a little stealthy.
Probably.
All right, if you're trying to be stealthy, make me a stealth roll.
Crap.
A little stealthy.
I'm working on it.
It's there.
Here we go. There it is.
Oh yeah. So as you make your way through, Gale and Riley are able to kind of slip through the shadows, but Marcus and Lyra kind of fumble through the night, and Lyra's armor kind of clanks, and Marcus kicks some rocks, and you notice in a very similar, graceful, ethereal fashion, one of the figures lifts an arm and points and follows.
Lyra, go touch it.
It stops. It was moving down the street. It stops right where it is and just points and follows as you move.
It's telling something where we are. Somebody poke it.
You go touch it.
But catch the mask. Don't let it fall on the ground.
Guys,
You want me?
Wait, no. I'll go touch it because I'm being stealthy.
guys, what happens when we go on the other side of a closed door or a wall? Like, these things might be really easy to avoid.
I mean, we could try.
Well, yeah, but what if it keeps following us and
Another one comes up and points.
Oh, okay. Somebody poke it. Poke them. We have to poke them.
I want to stealthy run over and touch one, knock it down or whatever.
As soon as you touch it, it clatters to the ground.
I catch it.
Dexterity saving throw to catch the mask.
That's what I figured.
You catch it.
Is anyone going for the other one, or should I?
I'll go for the other one.
Got it, Gale. Got this.
Yeah, you poke it. It clatters to the ground. Dexterity saving throw to catch the mask.
Crushed it.
All right. There don't appear to be any others that have caught sight of you. Although
Maybe you should give us a pass without a trace. How do we feel about that, guys?
I mean, I feel good.
Probably.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right. So let's see here. I believe this costs me 2 key points to cast. So I make some gestures with my hands that I've learned from my scrolls, and cast the equivalent of Pass Without Trace on our group.
All right. And as you do that, you hear from the distance north of you a massive
Oh, I hate this.
It echoes through the night.
That sounds like some bullshit.
Can we tell what direction it came from?
It came from the north.
So, like, the fire?
It sounds even further north than the fire.
Oh.
Somewhere maybe between the blue light and the purple light.
Oh, okay.
Like the center of town?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Does this seem like something that would have been, like, caused by Gale casting Pass Without Trace? I'm pretty sure about that.
It does not seem to be linked with him casting anything.
Okay.
It seems maybe related to multiple figures pointing at you.
Ah.
So that was probably a call to murder us.
I mean, probably.
I mean, maybe. But let's also hide in, like, an alley or something now.
So,
I mean, yeah, how close are we to the church?
You're about a little over a football field length away.
Oh, boy.
Ah.
And So as you start, I assume you're making your way there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you do this, as you're making your way, you continue to hear roars steadily getting closer.
Great.
At a very fast pace. And make a perception check.
Oh god.
Lyra and Gale, you both see probably, yeah, like almost a half mile in the distance, almost as far as you can see, just illuminated by the purple light emanating from the flame column. Up in the sky, maybe 150 feet in the air, you see a massive spread of wings, but the wings are almost just twigs. They're bones in the air.
Ooh.
Flying at a
Oh shit, there's
very
actually
high
a thing. Ah.
a very high rate of speed.
Coming towards us?
Coming
That's
directly
cool.
towards you.
That's scary, but that's cool.
It has a reptilian shape to it as it gets closer and closer and closer.
I think we should run
but
into
it's
the church.
bones. How close is it to us?
It is about 1,500 feet away from you.
Okay.
And it is moving at a rate of probably 120 feet every round.
Okay, well, if it gets within 30 feet of me, I'm going to turn undead. And see if that gets this thing to go away from me, because it looks like an undead creature.
You have about 400 feet to get to the church, and it has about 1,300 feet to get to the church.
Oh god. Bobby has 7 apples and he gives me 3.
Let's just say if we're sneaky, if we can get there, and if it's like if we're being tracked by magical means, then the spell's not going to help. But if
well, I mean, I think we keep moving to the church, but if it gets, I mean, that's all we can do. It's faster than us by a lot, but
if we can get in there, like if it's just going off of like the last things that pointed at us before we killed them, if it's not like actively tracking us, we might be able to lose it.
Yeah, if it knows like our last known position.
Yeah.
Then let's get the fuck out of here. And even so, I'd rather fight things in a church than in the open.
And underground better than in the church.
Yeah, like, yeah. Gotta funnel these fuckers into whatever and let's go. Let's get out of here.
All right. So you've got, let's see, 400 divided by 60. All right. And 14. All right. Yeah. So, are you booking it full haul?
Like
to
double.
The church?
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to use my feline agility because I don't want to like leave my companions behind. But yeah.
Right. Yeah.
My full regular speed.
Yeah, I could like jump there, but no. Yeah, we're just gonna go.
All right. So you get to the main doors of the church where you emerged out of probably now 20 some odd hours ago. And now about 300 feet away, you see a giant Dracolich just bounding towards where you were.
I don't know what that is.
It's an undead dragon.
It is basically an undead dragon.
I don't like it.
You're not supposed to like it.
It is heading not towards you, but to where you were.
Oh, we should probably think carefully about opening these large ornate doors.
Yeah, let's like wait a second. Can we like just hide around the corner or out of sight for a quick minute?
So you're waiting where you are.
I think
For
we
how
should.
long?
We should.
Do you think we should try and go in the doors?
I think we need to get the hell away from this undead dragon.
I mean, I think we should wait until it is like back to like where we were and they saw us, and then go in the doors. Right?
Do the doors open in?
Yeah, they open in.
We should open one door and then slide
the door. While we're doing it, I'd like to try and do the same trick I tried before, where I use a minor illusion to create a copy of the door that's going to just stay in place when we push the real one in.
Yes. Love that shit.
Excellent. Alright, hold on just a second here. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Alright, so it is moving towards where you were. From where it is right now, where you guys are at the point where you cast that, about 15 seconds goes by and it lands directly where you were when the figure pointed at you.
Yep. Okay.
So catching the masks didn't seem to help a whole lot.
Is it doing anything?
It's hard to tell because there's buildings between you. It is standing there, and it seems as though it's looking around.
Okay, let's just get inside.
Yep, let's go for it. Execute the plan.
Yep.
All right, inside you go. Again, the church is empty. No one seems to be inside. You make your way through to the main antechamber of Palor, then head down into the basement.
Please tell me all the monsters are still dead.
I don't even care. I'd rather kill these monsters again than that.
Yep.
That's fair.
And making your way through the basement, you come to the chasm that was there before.
I do recall.
Down below, you see a pit of corpses.
Ah, suckers.
There are thin beams running across that you can balance across, or you can jump across, or do whatever you want to get across.
Oh man, I rode a lion across last time.
Kind of like, Lyra, you want to carry you? Hop on my back, girl.
Right, these are dim lights, right?
I'm gonna jump.
Yes, it's all dim light.
Okay, I'm gonna shadow step across.
I'm gonna hold on really, really tight to Riley.
And I'm gonna just jump. Shoot.
Okay, so Gale, your shadow step gets you across just fine. Riley, you are jumping
with a half elf on her back.
With a half elf on you.
Yeah.
Bear with me for just a moment.
I guess.
As you jump, make
No.
a dexterity saving throw.
No.
What's going on? Oh dear, it's back.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh no! What? What's happening?
I thought that was caused by the cultists last time. We killed them.
Yeah, you thought that.
Ah.
Whatever. Come at me.
21, you are able to get across with, wait, disadvantage because you have Lyra on you.
Son of a bitch. Huh?
You're still able to make it across.
Yes.
As you jump across, from the depths burst a familiar purple ethereal tentacle that whips and tries to wrap around you, but you're fast enough to get across. Lyra and Riley are safe, leaving Marcus on the other side. Now with whipping tentacles swirling across the chasm, reaching out, trying to pierce into whatever it can.
All right. So, how far is it across the chasm?
So directly, well, no. So you can get across right here, a 10-foot jump. But there's also about 15 feet of beam that you can walk across.
All right. I'm gonna try to walk across the beam. Can I use acrobatics for that?
If you are just walking across the beam, you will have to roll initiative.
Okay. Well, then I would like to run and jump and try to avoid it. Go this way.
Can I try to catch it if I have to?
So, at that point, you just have to make a dexterity saving throw at just normal dexterity saving throw.
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my
Marcus.
inspiration.
Good call.
Yeah. I feel like that's better.
There it is.
That is much better.
Yes.
Yep. So, you jump across, and the tentacle actually grabs onto your ankle and twists.
You.
No.
But as it
Get
twists,
it off.
it's just like it almost twists too hard and poofs into an ethereal mist, allowing you to get by, and comes back with a slapping tentacle across. But unless you are going to engage it any further, you seem to be out of reach of it.
I want nothing to do with that shit.
Let's move along.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You see pieces of metal saw blade kind of scattered across the floor, as though maybe a trap had been set before. But the pieces are not in the same spot that you would have remembered them being in the first place.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh
Well,
no.
Decath and Sunshine came back this way, didn't they?
So
Yes,
maybe it was
they
just
did.
them.
Yes, they did.
So, did they just kick them around?
The cop probably Hulk smashed it.
Move them out of the way?
are they positioned like deliberately?
No.
Dakath gave it the old Hulk smash.
I like that thought. Going in.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, you're able to make it through. And you get back to the hatch that gets you down to the tunnel. The hatch is open. You make your way through the tunnel, the long tunnel. It's probably a mile long. That brings you back to the Grand Keep of Iramar.
Sweet.
Cool.
You emerge from the passageway and make your way through, and you see Spistus standing at the end of one of the golden cubed rooms, and he sees you and gives a smile.
Wait, which one was that?
Spistus.
Kermit.
Kermit.
You mean Kermit?
Yes.
I'm glad he remembers us.
Yeah, so it seems like he knows us.
Yes, he does.
I'm just like, skip the pleasantries. Where's my father?
His smile goes to a grimace. And he says, "Oh, I don't know what happened. He went back to find the book. And, oh, many hours ago, he fell to the floor, limp, as though he became lost in his travels. He is unresponsive.
Can you?
I can take you to him."
Yeah.
So he leads you through the Grand Keep. You go through many, many, many golden cubed rooms, and you emerge into the same kind of grand chamber, the main chamber that you originally walked into. Again, the amount of cube that you walked through, the square footage that you walked through, is in no way proportional to what could possibly be in terms of a footprint of a building within Windermere. It's just not possible. So you've been walking for like 15 minutes just straight until you finally come into the main entrance. And then he leads you a different way that goes into a more mundane type of quarters, through many passages again, and into a very well appointed room with silk sheets on beds and huge armoires, just opulent beyond opulent. And among one of the two beds in the room is a bed with your father laying in not peace. He has a slight convulsion, just constantly kind of convulsing.
Like hard?
Just a slight convulse. Just slightly convulsing. But noticeable.
You said there were 2 beds in the room?
There are 2 beds. One is empty.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to him, like, take his hand.
All you feel is kind of a clammy palm, and you feel a shake every second or two. A shake.
I mean, I'm just, at this point, I'm just, like, looking over him, like, pulling his eyelids open, like, smacking his face, like, Dad.
Spistus walks over and places a hand on your shoulder and shakes his head. He says, I don't know what to tell you. This is one of the risks of what we do. If time changes and we are in time, we may be lost.
Oh my God. He went back when Dekoth went back, and then
And
Infinite loop.
we have not found a way.
I really want to hit this guy with my mace. Working on compulsive behavior. This is why it's a stupid idea to mess with time.
The good news is he is not dead.
That's a start of good news. It's not actually good news. It's a beginning.
He is somewhere. Well,
How do I get him back?
His consciousness is somewhere.
Is there a way to get him back?
He shakes his head. We do not know.
Has this ever happened before?
He nods a grim nod. I'm not sure I want to tell you what happened.
Oh, well.
To John Joe.
To who?
John Joe. He's the only
Do I know that name?
No.
It's new.
Okay.
He's the only one of our brotherhood that has, well, that this has happened to.
Is he dead?
There is a very long silence.
That's not unfortunate at all.
And he looks at you, Lyra, with this look like, do you really want to know? But he doesn't say anything.
I'm going to turn and look at my friends and I'm going to kill this guy.
No.
I'm going to kill this guy.
I don't think that's how this works, Lyra.
It's not his fault.
I hate it's a little bit his fault. Not that it isn't also my father's fault, but this is dumb and dangerous.
It's the life of an adventurer. The life you signed up for.
I didn't think time traveling was part of that.
It's not supposed to be.
I mean, these people aren't adventurers. They're in their gold castle, messing with time.
That's why they need us.
I can't just leave my father trapped in some loop. Literally everybody else is dead.
I think we should find a way to help him then.
I don't
If
even
only to
know
get
where
the
to
answers
start.
that we need.
I don't even know where to start. I don't know what to do.
Svistus, what can you tell us about this energy around the building? Is that your doing?
He nods. He says, "The brothers are protecting the keep from him."
From who?
Armstrong.
Oh, is he still? He didn't evacuate with everybody else, or didn't disappear?
He chuckles. Oh. Viscount Armstrong has everything to do with this.
I knew that guy was a dick.
Did he have something to do with that flying skeleton thing?
Another very long pause. And he says, Has he assumed his true form?
Oh, God. What? What's his true form?
It's just as we thought.
Wait, you knew you knew this all along?
It's why your father went back
The book.
to prove this, to prove this was the truth.
What is the truth?
Sometimes you don't get to know.
Armstrong is one of the last of the dragons.
What?
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 Sometimes you don't get to know. Sometimes you have to just believe. Because fucking with time is the wrong choice.
He looks at Marcus and says, "Sometimes time is the only answer. Sometimes it is the wrong answer."
Let me guess, he's sitting on top of the holy symbol of Tiamat.
He shakes his head. No. I only know rumors of the symbol.
What are those rumors?
That it lies somewhere within the Forlothan forest.
Shit.
What the fuck?
That's
Alright.
pretty far from here.
What kind of shit are we gonna be going up against facing Duke Armstrong?
Apparently a dragon?
I mean, is that him in the streets? The Dracolich?
If you saw a dragon of bone, then I fear you saw Armstrong in his true form. And our worst fears are realized. Before your father, Lyra, fell into his comatose state, he said he found the book. And the book confirmed our most feared belief that the dragons were once a peaceful ruler of this land, and they were usurped by two dragons who had found allegiance outside of that of the dragons. One being Armstrong, the other Nerwinde.
The demon?
Ickneltith is who they found allegiance with.
But Nerwende was the guy. No, never mind. That was somebody else.
Nerwinde, is the Lord of Egrindon, which is in the Forlothan Forest.
Yeah, Nerwende is the elvish guy.
Correct.
Yeah, I was thinking it was the guy who turned into a demon in Duncaster, but that was somebody else. What the fuck, man?
There's so many things. Why does every time I think nothing can surprise me, something fucking insane happens?
It's D&D, man.
Durn dur!
At least now maybe you don't have to be so worried that the getting that crown of Tiamat would be a terrible thing.
I mean, at this point, it might be the only thing that helps us.
Might be. Just because the god is evil as fuck doesn't mean you have to use it in an evil way.
Well, we just learned that the dragons were a peaceful race.
Yeah, Spistis looks at Marcus and says, "Do not believe the history books. They have been doctored. They have been melded over the last 500 years.
Shocking.
Even though everything I've ever read said Tiamat is evil, I'm wrong.
Everything you've ever read has been what they want you to read."
Fair enough. Does he know about Slyborn?
I don't think anybody knows about Slyborn.
Have you asked him about Slyborn?
No, but I just want to know, have we told him about Slyborn?
No.
Okay, I'm not gonna. I just wondered. If
We didn't even tell my dad about Slyborn.
Yeah, I want to keep that shit close to the vest. Especially with Sunshine and Dekoff not here.
Yeah, where's Sunshine and Dekoff? Has he seen them?
He says they came through not long ago. Well, about a day ago. 20 hours or so. And they said something about planting seeds.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay. Okay.
And it's still dark, right?
It is still dark.
Fuck.
Michael!
So it's 1:45. I don't know how everyone's feeling.
I'm toast, man. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I drifted off a couple times. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. My poor little character is just struggling.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm toast.
It's a good time for me too. I've got some people visiting tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that it's fair to pick this up with Ducath and Sunshine back.
Yeah. All right.
Can I start gratitude tonight?
Yeah.
My gratitude is for Ryan and Riley, because we don't know shit about shit. That was the perfect line of the night. Like, that was the perfect line to start the night off with, and it just kept coming back around. Like, we don't know shit about shit. Like, up is down. No, there's no sun. There's no dawn. Everything's backwards. What the fuck?
Yep.
So, good job, dude.
My gratitude is for Gail for being excited that I broke shit again. Just for like the other curious person who makes compulsive choices.
Yes.
Yeah, mine has to go to Maggie for rolling with punch after punch after punch.
I mean, what did Lyra ever do to you?
It's emotional investment, man. And that's
Jesus.
Just know that there will be a payoff. There will be.
man. That, and I mean, Maggie, just whenever you're gonna roll a natural 20, it has to be on an inanimate object.
I've literally never done it unless I'm swinging at something that I don't want to destroy.
I mean, you went two hands uppercut right at that lock, and it was just, exploderated. It was awesome.
I mean, like my buddy Gail, like he was so patient, even though I know he's not really that patient, to let me sleep, and I just wanted to help him.
And see, that's what I was going to give gratitude for. It's like, I'm glad that you role played that, and I know that the 20 was sheer dumb luck, but because you went to the trouble of trying it, like, who knows how this would have gone if we hadn't busted through that door right then.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, I think mine has to go to Mike, just for having fucking some kind of twist around like every goddamn corner and blowing our minds constantly.
Emotional fucking roller coaster.
Yeah.
You wonderful, awful person.
Yeah, I really can't wait for Chelsea and Matt to catch up.
I know, right?
Again, they need to live tweet their
yes.
watch of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can only imagine, because we've already had Chelsea on Facebook. Why is there actual fire?
I sent her a picture of just like the fire.
The column of flame that we basically ignored.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, there's a whole thing there. Yeah.
There's a lot of story there.
That's gonna come around, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't think that's something tells me that's not the last time we have seen or heard about the fire.
Well, and the guy that we went to see is all Doctor Strange astral projection, like not even there.
Something like that.
Oh.
I mean, am I wrong about that? He's Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah, he's Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's there.
The lights are on, but nobody's home.
He has touched one of you, so you know he is actually physically there. And you remember that. You remember Lyra's dad asking if he had touched one of you.
That's true.
When he was talking about being there but not being there, so you know that he's probably actually there.
I'm so freaked out again. Like, both in and out of character.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Marcus is just, like, freaking out.
Yeah, I think Lyra's a little bit losing her mind at this point. Like, everything is falling apart.
Hey, but Eileen's alive.
Yeah. Eileen is alive, and that is good.
And Walton's alive.
I don't care. I mean,
that guy was kind of a douche.
I'm glad Eileen is alive. Yeah,
that was totally unexpected when her hand reached. I thought for sure we were going into like a fight against some bad guys when that hand came through the portal. I couldn't believe that was Eileen.
I thought that was a portal to another plane. Like, I thought we were going, you know, onto the astral plane for something, or like back into Legend of Zelda, or
yeah, that's what I was worried about, was Legend of Zelda. I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god.
I mean, not that Zelda's bad, but like Igniltith, like burn that shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I'm really glad. The other gratitude tonight is for Gale for not like dagger throwing that actually through the portal and killing Eileen.
There is only a really small part of me, but a small part of me that just kind of wishes, only because I would want to hear Matt and Chelsea be like, what the fuck did you guys do?
Oh yeah, I was sitting there like, how are you throwing it? How are you throwing it?
Chelsea would lose her shit. Like, literally lose her shit.
It's true.
Well, shoot. I mean, if Eileen is the silver lining for Lyra would have, like, I was like, okay, so I lost everybody for the one,
That's true. If Eileen was dead right now, Eileen has to stay alive.
Oh. What the fuck?
I could honestly picture like just everyone turning on my character and just like murdering. It's like, okay, you know what? You're too much of a liability now.
You can't say that wouldn't happen.
And Marcus would be like, that's the end of the fish.
Yeah. No more fish, you motherfucker.
That little bit of Razan in there was also really cool.
That was, yeah.
That was
like,
cool.
Just suck it.
I had to throw a little hint in there as to what was going on.
Well, I can't wait to see what Chelsea and Matt have to say.
Yeah.
Truth.
True.
Yeah, and like for me, it's real intimidating because like I have to now I have to like live up to the last session. Shit.
I mean,
yeah,
whatever happens with that giant column of fire is going to be really cool. I know that.
Yeah.
It's going to be epic.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. But yeah, get ready.
Shit.
I mean, we can't just like roll dice and kill shit. Now we have to like be emotionally invested in stuff. We have to like care about stuff.
Yeah.
And like, yeah. This is different from any campaign I've ever been a part of. This is totally different. I mean, not totally, because it's still D&D, but like, whew.
Because our other campaigns mostly just roll dice and kill shit.
Well, I mean, in my experience, most of it is like go around, make jokes, roll dice, kill shit. This is like telling a novel-worthy story. And
I
it's
love it.
totally awesome.
It
yeah,
is
and
great.
I mean, a lot of most of that really is thanks to you guys for giving that investment, because otherwise it wouldn't mean shit.
Hell yeah.
It's you, sir. It's you.
I feel a little bit like I'm being D&D spoiled though, because I've never played Dungeons and Dragons before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
So you're playing D&D with a DM that plays a lot of different games, and most of the different games that I play are much more story driven. So you're getting more of an experience of like a different RPG.
Yeah, I don't want to give you the impression that D&D with other people is like not story driven. There's still a lot of story, but it's
Right.
not like this.
Not as much. Huh. Well, I like
There's still like puzzles, and there's still like epic world-changing shit going on. It just doesn't feel the same.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
think-
I'll just have to keep Mike, I guess.
I mean, you don't always have to keep Mike. Mike
Yeah, I'm
can be
fine with that.
but just know that every group is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it really comes down to the mix that we're playing with. Like Mike's putting in the time and effort to make it awesome, and then we're all enjoying building the story together, and and working off of each other's reactions and everything, so that it comes together nice.
Well, I'm loving it, and I can't wait until next session,
Hooray!
which is
2 weeks from now. God, it's so long.
the first.
It's the first.
And der.
I'll be older next time we play, guys.
Me too. I'll be older tomorrow, technically.
Me too, I'll
Sunday.
be older too.
Wow.
Gosh.
Man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Mine's
I'll
the
be
29th.
32. Mine is literally like Sunday, so tomorrow.
I'll be
Oh,
35.
so it's your birthday right now.
No, it's my birthday tomorrow.
Oh yeah, tomorrow. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 32.
Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you. To all of us, really.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, you.
I mean, yeah, totally.
I'm gonna be 33. Holy shit! God damn it!
Yeah.
I'll be 35. That's the scary one.
Ugh, I don't know. I'm pretty freaked out about 32. We'll see.
I'm not super worried about 33.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
like, you do have all of the things, so you may as well be 33.
Yeah, I've got a kid. That's really
Yeah.
it.
Well, like, yeah, like, adorable kid who,
So you have a really cute kid.
yeah, and a wife, and like, how you got the things. You have the things that you're supposed to have at
Got a
33.
closet.
I've got a closet.
And plus a closet. Plus a closet full of really cool Dungeons and Dragons books.
And a webcam.
Yeah. Webcam. Totally. Pride and joy. Everything I always wanted to live for.
The black curtain and a webcam.
Yeah.
And a podcast microphone.
Damn
It's
right.
cool.
And hopefully on my birthday, I will have Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
I don't
Hopefully.
Let's see.
I don't know what that is.
It's the new D&D book.
Oh. I don't have any D&D books, so
Mike has at least 3 of them.
I do
I
have
see them.
I do have at least 3. I also have the Monsters Manual, the Volo's Guide.
Huh.
Yeah, I've got a player's handbook I reference here, and I've got a Volo's guide from the library.
I just have the PDF of the player's handbook.
Get you some books.
I guess so.
Yeah, they're not that expensive on Amazon, like $30 a piece.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Really, all you need is the player's handbook, and if you want to, really, all you need is the basic rules. But
Yeah. I mean, really, you can get by with what's on Roll20.
Yeah.
The internet will tell you everything.
That's right.
Believe it all.